And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in our Fontus aliens. And, well, we've got some pretty scary aliens. But the other mages have also come to find us. Well, at least two of the other ones. We have 5 decisions awaiting us, and we killed 200 infantry over the end turn. Discovered University. I can probably delay that. Militia wants some extra funds. I've got the funds to give it, so
Yes,
we'll
sir.
buff Militia opinion. Proposal, I'm just going to back out and give it to them.
Yes, sir.
Mystic Temple asks for help with feasts. If we're going commerce, I'd definitely be saying yes. I'm going to say no again. Offering to buy population. I don't need the money right now, so I'm going to say no. To gain the enforcement. I'm a little bit more willing to sell them IP. Although that's a lot of industrial power. And again, I don't need the money right now, so we'll take the enforcement. Unrest is down pretty hard. The troops at this point are only going to be able to provide one anyway. So it's probably worth pulling the troops out at this point. Push them off towards one of the frontiers.
Going in. Mission successful.
And yeah, I think we're going to wait for the swamps to freeze over again. Although, we're probably getting pretty good odds at this point. Yeah, it's one exposed one. Let's just pound that one.
Going in. Mission accomplished.
Okay. That'll us to pull the first out. Got one in the first up here, but the rest are over... Oh no, we got 2 of the first up there. I think we got 2 of the first up there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, yeah, 1 of the first over there. Okay. So yeah, pull them out over to here. Probably pull you out as soon as 3rd arrives. And then we can use the militia mostly for garrisoning, I think, the coastline. I haven't seen any amphibious ones over here, but we know there's an amphibious one over here, so we need to keep this coastline garrisoned at least. I want to make more food, but I need more metal to make more food. It's kind of the problem we're at. Yeah, that's 250 metal. And making 20 a turn is not enough to build that at the current rate. We're not making enough money for me to want to buy metal, and there's no metal available. That probably means selling fuel would be pretty valuable. Oh no, the fuel price is even pretty down. That's weird. Okay, diplomacy-wise, don't think you're interested in anything we've got. Yeah, that's the best we're getting. And the other one I think hates that concept even more. Minor-wise, Offer protection. We're not too far off, so if I had a shadow diplomat, we could do it. We don't have a shadow diplomat, of course.
Affirmative.
Get a recon contract off there. We'll see how big that ocean is, effectively. And yeah, it's at this point we're kind of looking for trying to prospect up some metal. Although we're being told there isn't going to be any, so that'll be a sticking point apparently. We're still in last, although we're not far off of number 2. Mostly in planet. And most of us sitting around 4.5 to sort of 7-ish. Brecker's Neck, which is this one, to be fair, is actually the score leader. And then you're number 3. So we know where number 1 and number 3 are. Well, actually, we know where number 1 and number 3 are, because number 1, we somehow got information on them. And number 2, okay, or number 3. So we know where number 1 and number 3 are, we don't know where the rest are. If I wanted the main capital to grow... You know, actually, that's one way to temporarily offset the population issues. I dump the colonists in.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
And I'm actually going to dump the recruits in.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
So that's enough that the capital, in theory, could grow to level 4, which we kind of do want. Although we're not going to need more than just getting it to level 4 to make it really valuable. Okay, back around to us, round 35. We have 6 decisions awaiting us. We're in at a time of learning. That's good. Okay, we didn't get the BP demand. Another archaeological effort. I'll take discipline leader. Oh, I'm flipping around the wrong way in my mind. No, take the neutral one. I don't want the unrest too much, but
Yes, sir.
take one of your candidates. You want a place to be conquered. Probably their capital, just to annoy me. 115, 11. Oh, you want their dock? You want? No,
Yes, sir.
I'm not ready to fight them. Which is a shame because we lose some fist profile from that. But focus more on discovery. That's fine.
Affirmative.
Zone. Yep. Upgrade to minor
Yes, sir.
city.
Roger that, sir.
Recon contract. That gets expensive fast. Although... Oh, actually, that's probably a discount per round. That's just 16 rounds. I'm not going to pay that much for recon. We'll do 4 rounds.
Affirmative.
Tempting, but I don't really have very many professional troops coming in here. I'll have to wait until the next freeze season when the professional troops are ready to do significant damage there. Okay, so that's almost a dead end. We've almost gone entangled with the dead end. So we get rid of these guys, and we can just sort of accept that's an end. This is maybe also... Yeah, that's basically also an end. Oh, that's a land hex, even though it looks like it's ocean. Okay. There are a couple hexes here. Otherwise, we've got the end of that area. So, other than the fact that there's a very big scary whale there, yeah, very big scary whale. Although it's better attacking than defending, so it might be one of those weird scenarios where we want it to come on land so we can get rid of it. Oh, and it's a reproducer, so in theory it may occasionally make more. Food's still trending down. The solution to that is to improve you. Zone archaeological effort. We got a 17% chance of success.
Affirmative.
We didn't hit anything. That doesn't mean there is not anything to find, it just means we didn't hit anything. Can offer protection. Do I gamble on the probability I succeed? I got a better odds of success than I do of critical failure. Although critical failure is what we're trying to avoid. Could probably tolerate one critical failure, so we'll take a swing here.
Sir, yes, sir.
And I do succeed. You miss every shot you don't take. Sometimes you hit the ones you do take. Okay. Okay, so that secures these people from a different major. So I don't have to go invading them if another major invades. I just get to ask pretty please not to invade my friend. Okay. What's the state of trade? There is 0 fuel available. There is 0 metal available. I'm less worried about the fuel. I'm a little bit more worried about the metal. Because I need metal. Pretty decent price on the fuel. Let's turn that into money. And then if I need food, we can turn around and turn that money back into food. immediately rushing to do that. Okay. Cycle the turn. Oh, and these guys don't need to be up there anymore. Pull you over there, which is basically the same as they were up there. In fact, that might be the same guy, he just may have wandered. They may have wandered him. Okay, so we killed 500 infantry with the intern. It's now round 36, and we have 6 decisions. Commenced rebel operations. Okay. On my important road. He does know where to pick them. And yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to do an emergency dirt road around him. Okay, it won't be a problem really to deal with that problem. It's just, it'd be a delay. Delay on all the offensives. Well, it might actually be delay on all the offensives. It's going to be delay on one of the offensives, probably.
Take cover! Negative to breach.
Yeah, I think I want them to have some support going to that fight. Okay. So yeah, the moment the second finishes turning around, we will be pretty good to go there. I'm gonna swap you, change your HQ to the second, so you actually have a commander. And yeah, we'll get you surrendered and get you put down. You're gonna cause some danger, presumably, and that's that. Part. I'm gonna ignore the actions here. Don't want to piss you off. Don't want the rebellion to get bigger.
Yes, sir.
Except that. I need to expand the bureaucracy before I expand the councils.
Yes, sir.
Although taxes is tempting. Going for the tax one is tempting. Your recruiting population. New sailors for ships and bases. I'm gonna go. This one. He wants most of my money. Or more militia. We'll accept.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
They're giving us more
Sir, yes,
machines.
sir.
Okay. Is there any metal to buy? There is metal. It's 24 metal. It's not very much metal. And scavenge is about to run out. So I need to put a new scavenge up somewhere. Otherwise I'm going to really run out of metal.
Yes,
So
sir.
I need
Roger
about 100
that,
metal.
sir.
Yeah, so I need to buy that metal. So we're going to sell fuel. No, actually I'm going to sell machines.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to buy metal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all the metal. That should be enough that we can get the recycling facility done, which will get us more metal coming in. Yeah, and then we'll deal with that problem. We'll deal with that problem. Some would actually be happy if the rebels took the ruins there, so then I could take the rebels off, or take the rebels off the ruins for the ruins to be mine and not the other guys. But yeah, it's probably a pipe dream at the moment. Okay, unless I sing something. Well, I suppose I could be rolling offer client state. No, that's too hard to roll at the moment. Well, that's also too hard to roll. I'm not even sure why I know about that one. Probably due to the recon contract. Well, we got found by the recon contract. Minor culture, culture unknown. I can put some spies there to find out.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Prospecting push. Is there anything to prospect? Metal deposits are close to being found. I would like to know where those metal deposits are.
Affirmative.
No dice. I suspect they're probably out here. Although that would be a good place for a colony, so maybe that's not something to complain about. Okay, second the turn. Okay. It's round 37. We killed 100 infantry over the intern. We have 5 decisions awaiting us. Regardless of the fact that I failed the prospecting last turn, we have found the metal deposit. That is good to know. Discovered the APCs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a metal deposit. That's a little bit of an uncomfortable location for the metal deposit, but that's also not very big. But that's my metal deposit. That's all I'm getting.
Move it now! Negative to breach.
Yeah, that could have gone better. Yeah, definitely could have gone better. Didn't go super terribly, but it could have gone better. Okay, so we're gonna have you done. Well, if we got enough metal, we'll have you done next turn. Oh, I don't want to sell all the machines. Maybe like 10? Nah, price is too low on those. Metal doesn't make sense because we're trying to buy metal. It's gotta be fuel. We'll do like 200 fuel.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna buy 11 metal. 11 metal should be
Yes,
just enough to finish the new recycling facility. To make up for the fact the old scavenging one's about to disappear.
Yes, sir.
Where did you come from? You're... surprisingly good for that job. Okay. He's new. So he gets the job.
Yes, sir.
You have the job because you're really good at the job.
Roger that.
Might as well develop an APC. We got the advanced machine gun apparently, so we'll pick that up. I think we won't go full on the armor. We'll go 50mm plating.
Yes, sir.
Have been blessed by the militia with another militia vehicle. Yeah, we're gonna wait one more turn, and then we're really gonna tear into these guys from all directions.
Move it now! All clear, sir.
Okay, that should improve the supply to those guys. If we get rid of that pocket, then we can spread these guys out a lot more. Probably to try to secure the road to the theoretical road out to that iron mine. That metal mine, because 11,000 metal is better than no metal. Yep, that's all I gotta say about that. 11,000 metal is better than no metal. Round 38, we have 4 decisions awaiting us. Invented the concept of a high-velocity gun, which is good. Yeah, we'll keep that balance for the moment. Unless we got... Well, even if I got the organs, yeah, it's just going to be confirmed. So confirm here. Confirm there. Maybe an argument to push it back towards more neutral. You want to buy IP... how much are you buying? 500 something? Like, I'm tempted for the enforcement, but no.
Yes, sir.
We
Roger
could use
that,
the money.
sir.
For example, to pay for
Sir,
this.
yes, sir.
Money in, money out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And recycling facility is done, so it should be generating metal next turn.
Move it now. All clear, sir.
Okay, that was an expensive battle. We lost 7 subunits. See, we lost one of the Galactic Republic MGs, which is the shame there. We did lose the Galactic Republic MG. The rest of it's mostly replaceable. So it's just mainly the Galactic Republic MG that I'm going to be missing. And then we got the attack over here. Which, yeah, looks to be a very good attack.
See you on the other side.
Mission
And the
success.
rebellion has been put down at the cost of 2 subunits' lives. Which, of course, now means I don't need this road anymore. So, construction, demolish infrastructure. Okay, that should work. Yes, capacity enables. Probably shut these guys out to the east. Okay. Once the first gets formed up over here, we can actually send them to do their attack in that area. 2, 3, 4. Where did the? Oh, you're the first is here. Yeah, that makes sense. Looking, that would probably be appropriate range out to control there. So that might be where we put the city. I don't quite have the industry, although it's the last couple hexes at the moment. Yeah. Okay, we'll get the road out to there. Attempt.
Sir, yes, sir.
Critical failure made them angry. Okay. These are also people quite far away from us, so if we
Sir,
fail,
yes,
we
sir.
fail. Yeah. We just making the people halfway across the world pissed. Okay, hopefully the logistics of a lot of different things start to improve. We got the rebels dealt with. Roads open. The cycling facility here should be operational next turn, providing us fuel, metal, and rares. Most importantly, metal. Although I could always be looking to find the fuel, I suppose, for selling to get food. If we can get, what, it's 250 metal? Or expect to have 250 metal over 2 turns. We can get the agricultural dome facility upgraded, which will provide us with more food. And that should be enough food to cover the rest of the deficit. Okay, we're thinking about a colony over here, so we can operate the metal mine over here with limited penalties. Adams Range Imperium. Round 39, we got 3 decisions awaiting us. Auction is one of them. Demand that we hire that candidate.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
You want to buy IP? I'm gonna say no because I need this for the road. Auction. No, no bid. That's too expensive this time. Construct. Dirt road. Oh, and it's cheaper because the marsh is frozen. It's the appropriate time to be building that road. So then we're going to want to build here. Logistics. Truck station. Here. Metal mine. And then I'm going to make this a zone and give it enough workers to operate all the things. Okay. And how much are you outputting? 56, 47, and 14. Okay. That's better. I'd rather know that there was no archaeological evidence that we're accidentally destroying, but can't do that in the moment. Did it propose peace again?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, we got peace with a random person far across the world. Oh no, we don't necessarily want unification yet. I was thinking client state, and not without a shadow diplomat. Yeah, as we deal with the animals in here, if we can clear out this animal meandere in here, because we can see the animals come all the way up on the cap wall, which is not great. Then we can unify with them and basically pick most of this territory up for, I think, basically for free. Which will be nice because we have a bunch more population. Not quite 50% more population, but we're off. And then victory-wise, we're still in last. Although we're pretty close to 5th. Not that far off from 5th. And definitely if we were to inherit that country, that would probably be enough to get us past 5th into 4th. A lot of the population apparently is unaccounted for. 25, let's go to 13. So about half the population is accounted for. So yeah, still a lot of goody huts as far as population, and presumably this places like Oaksland. We did just get a offer of peace with another one. Those are voters. Sket. Stand down there. Yep, keep cycling turns. As soon as we get the metal... Yeah, I think the metal might actually... We'll give it another turn, and then I think we might start expanding the bureaucratic office. So we can get more bureaucracy, so we can get through the text quicker. Because if that's all we got metal-wise... Well, if that's all we got mine-wise, I'm desperate for metal soil filtration. We need to get down to metal soil filtration, which is 4 in here, 4 in here, 1 in here, and we got 1 1/4 done. I'm at the point where I want to be able to build things. Which means I need things to build those things out of. See? Okay. We killed 300 infantry over the intern. It is now round 40. We got 2 decisions winning us. Padded and virus. That's a good find.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, how goes that construction? Slight delay on the truck station. Presumably, if we had a delay on the truck station, we rolled for a delay on the metal mine. We just succeeded in not having a delay there. Everything going according to plan, they should finish on the next turn. Which would help with... Well, the metal mine being done, obviously, will help with metal. It, in theory, should provide 250 before Malice's. Ease of mining 1, I think it's like minus 80% yield. So, it's going to provide like 50 metal a turn. Yep, at most. It's probably going to provide somewhere between 50 and 25. Of course, that's almost enough to double our metal output, so it is what it is. And then if we've got the metal output fixed, then I need to make more bullets and make replacement troops. At some point, I'm going to need to buy more food. Or not, yeah, buy more food.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that delays the food problem for a little bit. As we continue to turn petrol into food. Well, turn food into petrol and then turn around and sell that fuel to buy food. Again, still would probably be better in the long run to make our own food, but that requires expanding the agri-dome, which requires metal, which requires the mines to be mining. Okay. If we freeze over here, I'll definitely extend, I think, the road a little bit down. Although that's tundra to tundra. Tundra to tundra is not too bad. I could do that dirt road. Likely do the fork there. Okay. Yeah, to extend into the marsh, we'll probably need to freeze. Oh, there's a ruin there, and it's still frozen over there, actually. And then cards, I don't think we got any good. Oh, we did get another archaeological effort. It's 12% to roll, although this is leader opinion, so this might actually be worth Zora Cooper, who's Economic Council. I can definitely spend political power on you, so Director, Eco Council.
Roger
Mental
that.
merit proof for opinion, and I will give you a bonus as well.
Roger that.
Now, if we go back to that, we're getting 29. So the 20, well, it's 29 plus a D100. So we got a 30% chance of success.
Affirmative.
And we hit it. And we now know that there are no archaeological sites in the zone. So these 6 hexes are archaeological sites. That's actually all we know. We know those 6 are not archaeological sites, which means I can scavenge them for days. We just, they're on the board to be consumed for their metal and their petrol. And scavenging, at least level 1, doesn't cost any power. No. So yeah, I can set up a recycling center on each of these. Just scrap the place. Scrap the place for the metal. That's probably going to be quicker for metal production than getting a level 2 metal mine, because level 1 doesn't cost metal. Partially, I think, to avoid the chicken and the egg problem of how do you make metal without a metal mine that costs metal. So the level 1 metal mine doesn't cost any metal. Level 2 costs metal. So to upgrade it, we're going to cost metal, and that's actually going to have a pretty poor ROI. Although that's what? That's double the production? Double the production. So we'd have to, we can see what the ROI is going to be next turn. So let's cycle, or not next turn, next turn. So let's cycle the turn a couple times and see what our yield on that mine will be. Also looks like the whale might be swimming away. Which is good and bad, because it apparently is a better attacker than defender, so it will come ashore and be an issue. But if we keep it, or it coming ashore would be an issue, but us forcing it back into the sea isn't that bad. Okay, we killed 200 infantry over the intern. It is round 41. We got one decision awaiting us. Full-blown time of learning, still continuing. We've discovered solar energy. Okay, so that's a good alternative potentially to the petrol plant if we got the heavy metals. Another auction has been started, which is the only decision for the turn.
Affirmative.
We're gonna hit no new bids. Actually, let's attack the top of the line if I can. No, that's not good enough attack. Okay. Attack down here. We've got the little bit of armor we can bring in.
See you on the other side.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, not good enough odds there. Bit of a shame. I think this is mostly swamp, so I am going to still put one. Take a road in there. Just helps align the bottom portion a little bit better. Okay. Metal mine finished, truck station finished. Cool. We'll see those spin up, and then I will probably move them out of the zone into their own zone to avoid administrative strain. And then give them a bunch of colonists to operate properly. Yeah, metal appears to be trending up. Not particularly fast, but let's get our replacements. So we need 10 rifle 2s. Place the missing. And I need bullets. Troops at some point are going to need bullets to shoot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, next turn we will see how much metal we got coming in. I got another shot at diplomat, so you go to the director of foreign affairs.
Sir, yes, sir.
Minor. Offer client state on the person we want to be our client state.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, in our client state. That'll make it much easier to integrate them. Oh, and apparently they also make them pay a tax, which usually I don't notice. We got peace. Oh, I don't have enough recon with you anymore to do that. The one we have peace with, we have the recon with, which is presumably why we can have the recon. Not enough diplomacy there. Although if we get another shot diplomat, that's within plausible. Although, to be fair, this is not unachievable. This would be a 4% chance of success? Yeah, 4% chance of success. That just means there's a 46% chance of critical failure, which we need to avoid. So much more likely we'd receive a result that we don't want, and not get a result that we'd be okay with. So I could put spies out to try and get in contact with them again.
Roger that.
Which HQ is this? the third. Gonna apply defense to the third.
Roger that.
Because their job is to hold the road out to the metal mine here. The other one's got to both attack and defend, so at the moment the postures don't really work for me, but now that we've got one that's just going to stay somewhere, put them on defend. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Looking at the time, this is probably about where I should put the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, we are going to record one more part tomorrow, or one more part tonight. So there should be another part up for you tomorrow from this recording session. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to take a short short break between parts here, so I can get up, stretch the legs, replace my drink. I think I'm probably going to replace the drink with a can of soda rather than a cup of tea. That way I can keep the break a little bit on the shorter side. So we'll probably have like about a 3-minute break. And then we'll be back to attempting to get this run progressing. So we'll be back with round 42 in the next part, where we'll respond to the fact that we killed 300 infantry, and we'll have 2 decisions to make. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.